Okay, amazing people, if you can understand the concept I'm going to talk today, which it's not earth-shattering, it's not something you haven't heard before, but today might be the day where you listen to this message, you hear what I am speaking and teaching to you, and it lands with you, and you start to apply it and move forward in your life and get radical, crazy results in all areas of your life with increasing the money in your bank account, feeling better about how you physically feel and look, attracting better relationships, and just overall feeling more peace in your life, more love in your life, less anxiety, less stress, more abundance. If you want all those things, this video is for you today, okay? So welcome back to my channel. My name is Bree Morrison. If you are new to my channel, this channel is all about manifestation, business, abundance, spiritual laws, law of attraction, different principles on building wealth, how to create a life of your wildest dreams. We talk about everything on this channel, so make sure you subscribe if that is what you're into, and then listen to this video all the way to the end. It's gonna be a short video as always. I'm always punchy with a lot of value, and if you like the video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and turn on those bell notifications. I'll remind you again at the end of this video, okay? So enough of that, let's get into this video. So what I want to talk today, and you guys know I always just free flow. I spend my mornings my time in the mornings with Source, with God, and I take, I would say, 2 to 3 hours every single morning. And I'm not saying everybody has to do this, but I've built a life of freedom, right? I've built a multiple 7-figure business online where I have a team that runs my company. I have total time freedom, and I work maybe 15 to 20 hours a week. And it really is absolutely amazing. I feel so blessed. So with that blessing and with that ability to do that in my life, I'm able to really spend a lot of time studying, right? Ancient texts, religious texts, spiritual laws, reading quantum physics, science. I really study all of these principles. And the biggest thing is I do have a connection to God, to the divine. And I just ask every single day, like, what is the message that everybody needs to hear? So the message today, it's not something you haven't heard before, but it is the power of now, the present moment. And I just want to invite you to really sit and think about this and really hear the words that I'm saying, because if you can start to understand that out of any video I've created, out of anything you've ever learned, if you can really master this ability to live in the present moment and to practice using the power of now and understanding that all that truly exists is right now, right? Nothing exists in the past, nothing exists in the future. The past and the future are literally simply images in your mind, right? It's absolutely wild. So when you are thinking most of your thoughts, you guys know that we think over 60 to 90,000 thoughts within one day. And most of those thoughts are repeated from yesterday. And I know this to be a fact because I do this thing where I have Alexas throughout my house. She's gonna light up here. And I would say, Alexa, add this to my to-do list. And because you always get those little brain things pop in your brain, you're like, I need to do this, I need to buy this, oh, I forgot about that. And it's been really helpful for me to just have her around my house. Intelligent AI, don't we love it? So that's a little tip for you. Grab an Alexa and just, I always have, when I'm in the shower, I get ideas. And so I have one by my shower, I have one in my kitchen, I have one in my office. I kind of have one in every room just as I'm going throughout my day. I have it on my phone, I have it in my car. And I'm just like getting ideas. Even when I get content ideas or downloads, I have a content list as well. So I'm constantly adding it to there. But my point, that's a little rabbit trail tip for you, is get friendly AI to just support you and all of your dumps that come in so you can keep your brain clear to stay present in the moment. And then I actually have a time block on my calendar when I sit down and I go through the content list and organize it. When I go through the to-do list and put it on my calendar and get it done. And then I have a time block when I shop. I shop once a week, right? So for me, that's worked really well, where I can stay in the present moment. I can clear my mind and I can just let whatever God is doing in this moment flow through me, okay? But my point in sharing that is when I go to my to-do list and I go to my shopping list, there's a lot of time duplicates in there, like pretty much every single time. And I just know that I'm constantly thinking like the same thoughts because it's my anxiety that is kind of keeping me safe and just popping in because I don't trust myself or I don't trust God in that moment to get it done. So hopefully that makes sense, but maybe you can relate to that where you're constantly like thinking the same thoughts, feeling the same feelings. I've talked about this before, and that's why your life keeps repeating, because like I said, we think 60 to 90 thoughts within a day, but 95% of those are subconscious, meaning they're below consciousness. You're not aware of them until you come into the present moment and become conscious. And then you can start to understand that I am thinking thoughts from the past, or I'm living in anxiety about what is to come from the future, right? You're experiencing depression because you keep thinking about the past, what you can't change, what happened, what you should have done, what you should have said. You regret spending the money. You regret not going for the opportunity. You regret, dating that person, like whatever you regret, you're living in the past and you're thinking those thoughts all the time, thus creating the feeling, thus missing the present moment, which is what the past and the future is, okay? The past, the present, and the future are all the same. Think about this. The past, the present, and the future are all the same. There is no past, there is no future. It is only inside of you. It is in your mind. You are the one with the images of the past in your mind, recreating, living that. So if you can control your thoughts and become more conscious to the present moment, the past will start to go away. And that's why you do inner work, you do meditations, you do trauma work, you do, EMDR. There's different modalities to reprogram your mind and change and heal your body at a cellular level, because your body is also the subconscious mind. That's why you just feel anxious, you feel stressed for no reason. You're not sure, you're like, consciously, I don't really have anything, or right now I can't really think of anything, but that's because you're not going deep enough in your subconscious, getting in that theta brainwave state, relaxing and letting God and letting just yourself bring those past images to you so you can sort through them and work through them, release them from your subconscious if they're not serving you. If they're serving you, keep them, of course, but I would say most 90% plus of your thoughts are not serving you. They're not making you feel God, feel good. They're making you feel shame, worry, fear, anxiety. That's why everyone is depressed, anxious, on their phone, checked out, medicated, high, drunk, right? I talk about this all the time. So when you understand that your subconscious is repeating the past, and then therefore your future is exactly the same as your past, if you don't learn this concept that I'm talking about today, which is how to live in the present moment, in the power of now, in this moment, okay? So when you can grasp this, that all of the images in your mind of the past, if you can sort through them and purge the ones that aren't serving you, the past literally doesn't exist, and technically the present moment is the past, all right? I know this is very mind-blowing and it might not even resonate fully in your mind, but I'm speaking to your subconscious right now. I'm speaking to your soul. So listening to this is so good, and just keep understanding these spiritual laws, all right? So same thing with the future. Your future is just images in your mind, but you experience the future. When you get to the future, you're gonna be experiencing it in the now, okay? So I just invite you, my whole idea in this video is I invite you to stop living in the past, stop living in the future, and live in the present moment and be conscious of what thoughts am I thinking right freaking now? How am I feeling in my body right now? Do I feel anxious? Where do I feel it? And then taking time to reflect on that and be like, what thought is triggering that anxiety? The thought, what fires together, wires together, meaning you have neuron connections in your brain. So when you fire a thought, it then goes down a neuron path to another similar thought. If you do not take time to be conscious in the moment and to rewire your brain to think new thoughts, that thus will make you feel better in the present moment, thus creating a new identity of you where you think different thoughts, you feel better feelings, you're moving up the reality of life. Therefore, your future will include better everything. You're gonna feel better, you're gonna look better, you're gonna have better habits, you're going to have better money, more money in your bank account, you're gonna have higher level relationships with higher level people, you're going to think higher level thoughts. This is the process of working out your salvation, of sanctification, of enlightenment. This is the whole freaking purpose of life, is to learn this concept. So if you can grasp this, and the power of now, the tools to use this is your breath. So even right now, just breathing in exhaling, what thoughts am I thinking? How am I feeling? Slow down, calm down, be present in this moment, and stop saying, I'm trying to not have anxiety, I'm trying to make this business happen. You're practicing being present in the now and thinking higher thoughts and therefore feeling better feelings. Because like I said, when it fires the neuron connection, you have to stop that thought before it attracts other similar negative thoughts. And you get to say, shift that thought to a more powerful, positive thought that's going to serve you and therefore attract more positive thoughts. Thus then, because when a neuron connection, this is science, literally Joe Dispenza talks about this, when a neuron fires, it then triggers a chemical response in your body where those different emotions have chemicals to them. Literally, that's why you're addicted to like dopamine too, because it's a chemical, okay? So just understanding when you can quiet your mind, slow down your breath, become more conscious, more aware in the present moment. And then again, I've talked about this before, the trick is gratitude. So breathing in the moment, feeling grateful for the moment, stop resisting what you're currently experiencing, be grateful for what you're currently experiencing because you created it off of all the past thoughts you've been thinking. So if you change the current moment, your future will change and you can fall in love with your future and you can create a new future and you will not recognize your life in a short amount of time if your mantra right now is, I am practicing being present. I am practicing being love. I am practicing being peace, and I am practicing being joy, all right? So come back to the present moment, breathe, be here right now. Remember, the past and the future and the present are all the same. The past and the future technically do not exist, okay? Very mind-blowing, but very real, and those of you that get it, get it. If you know, you know, you know. I believe in you guys, so let me know if you got value from this video. Like it, comment down below any thoughts that you have, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a fabulous week, and be the change that you want to see in the world.